Hoboken Hollow. Uh, I went into this when I was a teenager when it first came out. Boy, it's something else. It's released by Pure Jack Entertainment sometime in November of 2005. That's quite the cast list. It stars Jason Connery, C. Thomas Howell, Michael Madsen, Randy Spelling, Mark Holton, and Dennis Hopper. All play in this movie, which is pretty interesting to see. It is produced and co-written by Patrick Durham, as co-written, produced by and directed by Glenn Stevens, who's also done River's End and Woolly Boys. Yeah, Hoboken Hollow is actually based on a true story of a family somewhere in, I think it was in like Texas or something, um, who would bring vagrants or homeless people to come work on their farm and promise them food, shelter, and a decent life as long as they work and help out. So, yeah, they lured them in and then they tortured them and drove them insane and then killed them whenever they felt like it. It's a pretty hard film to watch. This is more of a slasher thriller type film where you basically watch some this family torture some people and drive them mad while the vagrants and all of them are living in a shitty shack and trying to figure out how to escape from Hoboken Hollow, which is the name of the farm. And this went on for years, and until one of them told them about it, and they couldn't get it proven in court. I looked up the actual case of this film and looked through like tons of archives and stuff like that, and because I do that sometimes, especially if it's an intriguing story from a film, I want to see what the true story is. And this one is actually pretty close to what I found, anyways, about the case. They actually stuck pretty close to it, keeping it with this one. Now, this is a B movie, like a lower budget indie film, so some of the production value wasn't really there. Some shots are overlit and stuff, but for the most part, the characters were well acted, and for the most part, were well rounded characters. They're not specifically there for you to be likable, for them to be likable, but they are there to do their purpose. And yeah, for the most part, it's a pretty uh, good film. And the way it's structured and stuff, you sort of see a little bit of the cops investigating because they have a sneaking suspicion of what's going on, and the way the family hides it all and everything like that, and the bad luck the vagrants have and stuff was actually pretty well executed, and so forth. But for the most part, it's a pretty good movie if you like those. This is for like people who like watching Seven and Silence of the Lambs and stuff. This is basically like an easier version of that to watch. So yeah, the more darker thriller type deal, and some of it might get close to home because there's a lot of dark killing scenes in it and stuff. But it's overall it's a pretty well put together indie flick. Um, yeah, I actually enjoyed this. This is more up my alley, this type of film, and definitely one that I enjoy, that I like to go back and watch every once in a while. It's definitely not going to be for everyone, but if you like dark thrillers and stuff like that, you might find this one enjoyable. I'm giving this one a 3.5 out of 5 because overall it's pretty enjoyable. It's a little slow in the pacing, and yeah, and some of the decision from the characters I didn't really agree with and stuff, but that's just personal preference for the most part. So yeah, but overall, it's a good film that some people should check out. That probably should have got a little better cult following than it deserves. So definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. Give it a chance. It's actually a pretty disturbing story. It's not really scary. It's just more of a stark, disturbing story, and it's actually pretty close to the true story. So, yeah, if you're into more of this like true crime, close to the true story type films, definitely check it out. It's pretty decent. I'll link it really down below so you can check that out too. If you haven't seen it yet, yeah, check that out. It does a good job at like telling you what might happen. So yeah. Also, make sure you check out my Instagram, which is linked down below as well, where I always post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. Yeah, I usually post the film title and a hashtag somewhere in the video clip, and I also put the subgenre films in there. So in case it's something you're not interested, you're aware of it as well. Or if it's something you love and you want to hear my opinions on, you're in for a good one. So make sure you follow me on Instagram to stay in the loop. Like this video, share it so more people are aware of it, and we can develop a bigger cult following hopefully for this film. And yeah, definitely check it out. Also, make sure you like this video, share, and subscribe, because you never really know what I'm going to talk about next. And hopefully, it's another good long lost B movie from the early 2000s, because I've been finding quite a few that I like. So yeah, Hoboken Hall looks good, but watch out for those killer families that are always looking for those vulnerable ones. So, till the next review, hopefully it's as good as this one, and I'll see you all in the next one. So, cheers.